Good morning. Coach Michael Burt, I hope you're doing great. Ready to shoot a new course here called The Big Idea. Clarity, strategy, execution, how to find your next monster idea that brings you the most money. That's what we're going to be covering here today. I'm going to post this in the Monster Producer page. And we're going to use this course. I'm really excited about this. New month, new course, how to find your monster idea that could generate millions and bring you joy. Okay. All right, Coach Michael Burt, I hope you're doing great. It's Sunday before Labor Day, and I wanted to go ahead and get this course out because I've been thinking about it all weekend. And when I had a day off yesterday, I was able to dive in and dig into some research and study and refreshment of my body and my mind and my heart and my spirit. And when I get a day off, guys, whoo, I am off to the races. And then I am ready to bring some real quality content to you. So I'm cutting this course on Sunday morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in my home office in Tennessee. And we spend a lot of time in Monster Producer talking about revenue. We talk a lot about breaking the sales system down because it's my belief that people really struggle to monetize their skill set. And we don't spend enough time talking about the vehicle that you are in. Okay. And is it the right vehicle? And why have you chosen this vehicle? And what are you trying to do? And is it working? And are you looking for the next big idea? Right? Like a big idea. An idea that could bring you joy, could bring you happiness. It could be, as I talk about, highly enjoyable and highly profitable. So I've been working on a talk that I'm going to give at Monster Nation. And I wait. I don't procrastinate on these talks. I just wait until I'm inspired by something and I get into a flow state. And so I've been thinking about what I'm going to speak on at Monster Nation. And it really has been hitting me over the last 2 days that I'm going to speak on kind of how to find your level 10 opportunity. And we're going to call it the big idea, finding your monster idea. Because the truth is, you may be doing something right now that is not ultimately what you want to do. You may want to reinvent yourself. You may want to reimagine yourself. You may be doing X, but really want to do Y. And so I'm calling this the big idea: clarity, strategy, and execution. Now, last week, I did probably 2 of the best days I've ever done in my coaching career on What's Next, which was a 2-day virtual event. It had an incredibly high retention rate. I think over 100 people signed up and 75 people showed up. And they literally showed up for every second that I coached, which told me it was valuable. And so I've been working on a formula that, in conjunction with Caleb Fowler, helped me, the CSE Formula: clarity, strategy, execution. So here's some big questions around how to find your monster idea, because it is really ideas that turn into money if there is strategy and execution. But if you don't have clarity of the idea, you have too many ideas. So the question is to ask yourself today, what am I doing? Right? You ever ask yourself this question? Like, what am I doing? Doing this. Like, I'm sure there's things that you're doing and you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I selling insurance when I shouldn't be selling insurance? Why am I a real estate agent when I shouldn't be a real estate agent? Why am I playing small when I should be playing big? So the first question to ask yourself is, why am I doing this? And if I go back to the 4 questions that I talk about a lot in my books, what do you love doing? See, that's passion. That's passion. What do I, out of everything I could do, what do I love doing? Number 2, what am I really great at doing? That's talent. What am I the best at doing? Out of everything I'm doing, what am I the best at doing? Number three, where is there a need in the world? This is where monetization takes place. Where is there a need in the world that I am uniquely qualified to solve based on my talent and my passions? And number four, what is my conscience telling me? Now, the reason this is important is because when I think about what I'm supposed to be doing, and I think about the big idea that I'm supposed to be going after, and I think about what I'm currently doing, and I go, okay, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? See, I did a lot of study when I'm building the Greatness Factory on WeWork, and Adam Newman founded WeWork with Miguel McKelvey, and it became valued at $47 billion, and the deal fell apart. And now he's reinvented himself 2 or 3 years later, and he's coming out with a new concept called flow. And I'm sitting there studying that going, okay, there's probably a lot of times he asks, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? See, the big idea, there's a formula to the big idea, to finding the big idea. Because once I have clarity over this big idea, now I need strategy, and now I need execution. See, first I need clarity over this big idea I want to pursue. Then I need strategy on how, what is the mechanics of this? Then I need execution. Okay. So let's look at the big idea. And this would fall under the concept of what's next. It would certainly fall on the concept of A to B. But for this particular month in Monster Producer, I need you to open your dreamer a little bit. I need you to suspend disbelief and lack of confidence. And I need you to open your dreamer and start asking this bigger question. Okay. And the bigger question is, what is the level 10 opportunity for me? What is my big idea? See, when I'm running this filter, you say, well, I don't quite know yet what the big idea is, Coach. Okay. Here's the way we figure out the big idea. Number one, is the idea in alignment with my talent and the problem I want to solve? Okay. So I have a unique talent of X. I am both fascinated and motivated by Y. And I'm going to put my talent together with this problem. Okay. So I want you to think right now of what your real talent is. Well, I like creation. I like studying and creating. I like studying and being inspired and creating. I like studying and being inspired and creating. And then I like solving this problem, because this problem gives me a sense of purpose. I'm just making this note in here. Solving this problem gives me a sense of purpose. See, I had so much fun teaching What's Next last week. I had so much fun working through the content. I had so much fun working with those people. So it's like, okay, I love creating the concept. I love delivering the concept. I love the people that I was working with. Okay, these were achievers. And here's the deal. There was only 100 people who signed up, and everybody thought, well, this is a failure, man. We typically have 500 people. What if I told you it was the right people? And 75 of the right people showed up who hinged on every word I was saying, because they had a deep desire to figure out what was next in their life. So it's the right problem, helping people, right? Remember, your big idea, I got to get clarity first. What is your big idea? See, my mom's got a big idea about doing something. And a lot of people I coach has big ideas about doing something. And, and it's like, I need a bigger idea. It's like, okay, so could I combine ideas? What's next at the Greatness Factory? Could I combine What's Next Mastermind at the Greatness Factory? Right? So this level 10 opportunity, which is a big idea, is in alignment with your talent and a problem. Listen to what I'm about to say, that you are both fascinated and motivated by. You think about it. You could study it. You stay up at night. You read books on it. You watch interviews on it. Okay. And then it's like, ask the question, the A to B question. What are you trying to do? Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a greatness factory. I'm trying to market a greatness factory. I'm trying to scale a greatness factory. I'm trying to develop and grow a what's next high net worth mastermind or high achiever mastermind. I'm trying to do X. What you're trying to do is execute on the idea. So first we need clarity of your big idea. It's like, man, my big idea is this. It's in alignment with my love, my talents, a need, and my conscience. Here's what I'm currently doing, but I need a bigger idea to get excited about moving toward the B. I am fascinated and motivated about this problem that I would like to solve. And I think my talents are in alignment with solving this problem. So what I'm trying to do, okay, internally is move toward B. Now, all of this is in the realm of mental creation. Okay. And I'm just making some notes here. Dang, this is really powerful stuff here because I'm excited about this. Everything I've taught you to this point is involved in mental creation. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? What am I supposed to be doing? What problem am I qualified to solve that I'm both fascinated and motivated by? All of this right here is in mental creation. What I'm trying to do. All of that is in mental creation. Now, once we know the problem we want to solve, what we're uniquely qualified to solve, and okay, we want to solve, and this is the big idea I'm going after. Now it moves into strategy and execution. CSE, strategy and execution. So here's my questions. Who can help me? Physical creation, or what are the highest, what's the high value activities that are specific intentional actions that I need to take? Now, don't get caught up here. Don't panic here. Don't worry here. It could be I want to spend the weekend studying how this guy did it, which is what I've been studying on how we work, ended up being worth $9 billion. Videos, podcasts, books. I'll pull my notebook out and I'm going to deconstruct how they built a $9 billion company that at one time was worth $47 billion. Now, question for you, will you do the deep work that this takes to manifest a big idea, to refine it, to tighten it up, to make it better? Okay. So high value activity could be, I'm going to study. I'm going to connect with people who could be my who's, and I'm going to take an action toward the B. Okay. There is no wasted action. It could be, I'm going to find my who's. Okay. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go, okay, who do I need on this piece of paper to manifest this big idea? I need this coach. I need this person helping me. I need to raise some capital. I need to get this person on board. Now, here's the cool part. And I'm going to keep working on this as I draw it. As you have clarity over the big idea, as you develop strategy of the idea, as you get into execution of the idea, this is really moving you toward your B. And the B goal, one of mine is passive income greater than my living expenses. It is this pursuit of this new idea which activates and reactivates the prey drive. It activates and reactivates the prey drive. Because now you've got a big idea. And that big idea excites and motivates. I had a business coach many years ago. One of the first business coaches I had, I remember he charged $300 an hour. That was a lot of money for me back in those days. And he said, send me one of your books so I could get to know you better. And I sent him my book called Small Towns and Big Dreams. He read the book and he charged me to read it. He said, it took me 4 hours to read it. It's $1,200. And I thought, okay, I see how this is going to go. But he used to say, man, I love a good idea. I love to go out to my office. See, my office is separate from my house. It's set up exactly the way I want it. Lots of light. I'm sitting there looking at the waterfalls over the swimming pool, all my books, certain stuff on the wall, certain reminders. There's a picture of me speaking at 10X. There's one over there of me at 10X, one over there, my best-selling book, Flip the Switch. It sets me in a stage to create ideas, energy, movement, action. See, he used to say, I love going out to my office with a good cigar. Now, I don't smoke cigars. I love going out to my office with a good cigar and just chewing on an idea. See, what it does, once I have clarity over the idea and I've got a strategy, what am I trying to do? Okay. Then I move into execution, which is physical action, mental creation to physical action. Okay. This is going to be a great talk. This is a talk I'm going to give at Monster Nation because it ties into all of our biggest concepts. What's next? A to B, prey drive. And ultimately purpose to profit, because once I get down here and I am using my skills to solve a big problem in the world, I'm getting two things. Most likely I'm going to get big profits and a lot of purpose. So your homework assignment this week is to literally work through the formula, the big idea, the questions I ask. And at the end of this week, I want you to be able to tell us in the group what your big idea is and what are your plans to execute and manifest it, and who do you need to create it. I'll most likely turn this into a book called The Big Idea. Okay. And this formula will help people get total clarity. And then they're going to get real excited about their next move. I'm Coach Michael Burt. I'm excited about having a great week. I'll be on the Monday call. It'll be Labor Day, but I'll be up on the Monday call because guess what? Coach Burt shows up, he grows up, and he always delivers. I don't whine, I don't complain, and I never make an excuse. And just because it's Labor Day, many people don't even labor enough to take time off on Labor Day. So see you this week, guys. Love you.